From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey, I'm Shawn Mendes.
This is Selena Gomez.
Drizzy Drake.
Taylor Swift.
Post Malone.
Camila Cabello.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Right here. Turn up.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
I can feel
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
$20,000. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that?
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Powered by Air Transat.
The Raptors win last night?
No.
No? How bad? I didn't see the game.
I mean,
Well, Drake came out with those WW.
I saw
belts.
that. Hey, I also saw a video yesterday.
108.97 for Milwaukee.
I saw a video yesterday on Instagram. I don't know, like one of those like Toronto 6 things, 6 buzz maybe.
Yeah.
Where there was somebody was shooting a video of Drake. I think it was Drake. It looked like Drake. Where he had a guy in front of him bending down, tying his shoe for him.
Yeah.
Did you see that video?
I did.
Yeah. Do you think that's real?
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to hope that's real. Yeah, good for you, Drake.
So it was a video, and there's a guy. It looked like a construction site. Like, was it at Drake's house? Maybe I don't even know where that was.
Yeah, could be.
But it looked like it was shot through. Like it was. They were on some sort of construction site, and this guy was pretty far away, like feet, like 100 feet away or 50 feet away or whatever it was. And it looked like he was kind of hiding. And there was a big black SUV there, and Drake was standing there. And there was a guy bent down in front of him, tying Drake's shoe for him while he was outside. And then the next picture was presumably the guy who took the video doing a picture with Drake. So as proof that this was him and he was there.
Do you know how hard it is to tie someone else's shoes? Like, it's easy for you to tie your own because you're facing
Do you
down
know
with
how
them.
hard it is to try not to crease your Jordans or Air Force Ones?
So is that what this is about?
Please.
Creasing?
That's just speculation. I'm not saying that that's exactly what happened with Drake, but good for you, bro.
Good for you.
You go that extra mile, not to get the creases right away.
No, that's ludicrous.
No,
you can't. You got to be another human being. You got to you have to have traveled to some part of existence that people don't normally get to visit when you can stand outside and somebody on the payroll ties your shoe for you. Like that like
somebody on the payroll to do another job. The construction worker. He's working on something else on the house. That
No. I think that was the guy in his car.
Oh, that was the guy in his car.
Yeah, it wasn't the no.
It wasn't like an additional construction worker.
No,
who was there.
No,
it was
that's
like,
somebody
hey, by
on
the way,
payroll. The first time I
since you're pouring that concrete,
yes, no, it was a guy. I think it was the guy. I think like his driver or something like that.
Yeah, I love it.
The first time I experienced that sort of level where somebody had traveled to that level was years ago. I interviewed Diddy. Years ago, I interviewed Diddy. And I was sitting in a chair, and Diddy came down and sat beside me. And then one of his dudes came over, and he had a bag that was over his shoulder. And he just reaches in the bag, and he pulls out like a little brush, right? And as Diddy's sitting there, this guy gives him a little hairbrush, right? Like, and Diddy doesn't even acknowledge that it's happening. Like, he's so used to it, right? Doesn't even acknowledge that it's happening. So some guy gives him a little hairbrush.
It's part of his day.
And then another guy walks over, reaches into his bag, and opens up a little thing of lip balm and holds a little container in front of Diddy. And Diddy dips his finger into it, gives himself a little rub on the lips, and then the guy puts the cap back on it, puts it back in his bag, and walks. He's got a lip balm guy.
Hold on. And he's applying the lip balm by himself?
Yeah. So he holds it in front of Diddy, and then Diddy put his finger in it because you don't want somebody else touching your mouth, right? So Diddy put his finger in it and everything else. And then I see this video. But like, people live in these worlds, and you don't often see these worlds, but these worlds exist where there's somebody on the payroll to, tie your shoelaces for you so you don't get a crease.
What about Lady Gaga? I was at an award show, and there's somebody that's hired to walk beside her holding her teacup saucer and teacup.
That's for show, though. That's for show.
Yeah,
that's
we're
red
talking
carpet.
real
That's red
life.
carpet show. This is stuff that's not supposed to be on camera.
So it's show to walk
yeah, of
beside
course.
with the
On a
cup?
red carpet. Yeah, it's part of her costume.
I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I need
are
a lip
you
balm
really?
guy. Yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah, I need a lip balm guy.
I couldn't ask a grown man to tie my shoe for me.
Oh, please
I just couldn't do it.
Yep.
I feel so gross. My old man would be so disappointed in me.
My dad. Same.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, it's Roz and Mocha. What's up?
Good, thanks. You know what's funny? I just heard you guys talking about guys working for other people. Listen to this. Snoop Dogg has got a guy that rolls all his blunts for him. He's an ex-con, and he pays him $50,000 a year to roll all his blunts.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, man. I heard it on an interview. He gets a guy that he pays $50 US grand a year, and he rolls all his joints. He's part of his entourage. The guy's there. He's like Lurch.
Amazing.
Isn't that funny? He's like Lurch, right? So he's with you, and every time he feels you need a joint, he pulls one out, and there you go.
I'm trying to think.
Is that funny or what?
What's your name? What's your name?
Jason.
If you had the kind of money to spend on something ridiculous, such as a person in charge of rolling your blunts, right?
Yes.
What would that be?
Kind of money, you mean?
No. What would you buy? What would you pay for?
Oh.
What service?
Yeah, what service would you pay
for? That's a tough one. You know, I'd love to be driven around everywhere, though. I think that would be pretty prime. Just to have
let me tell you, it is really great.
Okay. No. But
Good
like
for
on
you.
the ridiculous level, right? We were talking about Drake and the guy that was tying his sneakers for him, right?
Yeah.
We mentioned Diddy and the guy
His
that
lip balm guy.
shows up with a lip balm for him, and all Diddy has to do is dip his finger in the little lip balm thing and rub it all over his lips. The guy that shows up with a comb or a brush and just brushes Diddy's hair.
I think the most ridiculous thing would be somebody that would be able to...
Oh.
Hang up the phone when you don't want to talk to us anymore? Okay.
I had a great answer.
Okay, what's your answer?
Somebody that's waiting for you to dry you off when you get out of the shower.
Yeah, see, something like that. But then you're nude in front of like employees all the time, Harvey.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
That's so true.
No,
That's so true. See, I was thinking of something like along the lines of Drake and the sneakers. I would pay someone to scrub and wash and make sure all of my sneakers and Timberland boots were clean every single day.
Really?
Yeah.
What about someone to blow on your hot food for you?
That's like what kings used to do.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't
Okay.
do that.
Yeah, that's a very Napoleon of you, more.
Yeah, it's someone that would be in charge of cleaning my sneakers.
No,
Yeah.
someone to tickle your chest.
Yeah, I was gonna say somebody to tickle
Bro,
my...
you're like on a Harvey Weinstein wave. You know he's like sentenced to jail, right?
Yeah, no, I would. You know,
this person's
like
getting paid.
if I had like somebody who was a registered masseuse or whatever, because I don't like massages. You know me, I hate that. I don't like that kind of touch. But if I came back from a bad day at work and there was just somebody on staff where I could just sit at the table and they would just stand behind me and tickle my shoulders, like I'm down. That calms me right down. Because Catherine's really great and she does it, but at that time of the day she gets very busy and she can't give me that much time.
Not that you're bitter or anything.
No.
What about someone to just walk with you so you don't feel alone?
Huh?
Like someone that goes to events, like parties with you, somebody that,
I know. Like an escort?
Oh, I get you, yeah.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Hi, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hi. Okay, so I've been watching your show since like the beginning, and before the show was a podcast, I used to listen to the clips that you would post online. And there's this question that I've been meaning to ask about Maurie that like has been bothering me since I was little, and I used to listen to it like that.
Stop everything for 1 second before you get to your question. What is your name?
My name's Mackenzie.
Mackenzie, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Mackenzie, I just want to point out, okay? Before the Roz and Mocha Show was a podcast.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show started and still is a live radio show that airs in Toronto Monday to Friday, 6 to 10 a.m. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Just so you know, like, it wasn't like we started, we got the podcast, and then we got the radio show.
No. Yeah, I know, but I used to listen to it like online, like on.
Okay, I got you.
Website. Yeah.
Okay, so what is your what's your question about Damnit Maurie?
I'm not sure if this even happened, but is it true that Damnit Maurie learned how to twerk? Like this happened, right?
What?
Like, I swear that you guys had like someone come in and like teach him how to twerk when twerking. Like,
yeah.
Did we?
Okay.
Yeah, that was forever ago. Yeah, I remember that.
There was like a choreographer, a famous choreographer that toured with musicians or whatever, and she happened to come into the show and taught me how to twerk while I was in my underwear.
Really?
Yeah.
Was I here?
Yeah, you were. What do you mean were you here? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't remember
You and
that.
we started this show together.
No, I know.
Oh, you mean like were you off sick or something?
No, it was just like one of those things that Maurie just did on his own.
No, it was on the show.
This is on the show, yeah.
Like in the studio, you were commenting.
Oh, what was I saying? Probably not nice things.
There he is, Maurie twerking in his underwear.
Yeah, sounds like Roz.
Okay, so yes, confirmed. Why? Is that like some sort of memory that you think that you had of the show, but weren't 100% sure if it actually happened?
Yeah, because I've been listening since I was little, and like I just remember that happening, and then I just never remember seeing the clip, because I remember like after the show, because you guys were like, you're like, oh, we recorded it, like it'll be posted online, and I remember looking for the clip and never being able to find it.
I'm almost positive it's on the Roz and Mocha YouTube channel.
Oh my God! Well, it exists somewhere. While you're at it, you should go and look for the picture online of Damnit Maurie trying to crush a watermelon with his thighs.
That's literally the first picture that shows up.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, when you type in Damnit Maurie into Google and then just click images, that's like one of the first ones that you see.
Yeah.
All right, Mackenzie. How old are you again?
I'm 18.
18. So you were 8 years old when Roz and I started this show.
Yeah, and I've been listening since the beginning.
Wow. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Oh my God. I never thought I'd be asked this question.
Well, then don't call the show.
Oh, yikes. Well, maybe Mocha should be my favorite then.
Oh, I mean, sorry, I take it back. Sorry, I'm very testy today. I apologize. I fly off the handle too fast.
Oh, damn.
I say, listen, you know me, okay, and you know the show. I will say nasty things, but I normally immediately regret it and apologize.
Well, I love Roz because, let me finish. So I love Roz because he is like petty, and I'm like that. And like, I understand why like people annoy him.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like Mocha, Roz does things and I question it. I'm like, maybe it's because he's white. But then I'm like, okay, no.
Maybe because he's white? You're gonna throw that at me in Black History Month?
Mackenzie, I'm going to have to change the question today from who's your favorite between Roz and Mocha to why do you hate Roz?
Jeez, man.
Give us the reasons.
I love you both, but Mocha, you're my favorite.
Oh, man. Love you lots, Mackenzie. Thanks.
Okay, love you too.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You ever texted somebody in the same room as you?
Yeah.
Yes.
All the time.
Like at home?
If your kitchen's connected to the living room, that is still the same room. And sometimes if you're having a quiet time, why not say, hey, can you heat up the kettle?
Well, wait a second here, but like you're within earshot though. Like Matthew would be 10 feet away from you.
Sometimes, Mocha,
stop it! You're lying right now. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Stop it! You do that to be funny. You don't do that to actually do it. Nobody would text somebody who's standing right next to them and say, "Can you put the kettle on?"
I have.
Oh no, I've never done that.
No,
I've never done that. Like I think
I'll sit and send like gifts and stuff back and forth.
Like I think on the weekend, Jenna was she was upstairs in the bedroom. I was on the main floor, and she texted me saying, hey, I forgot the laundry basket in the laundry room. Do you mind bringing it upstairs?
No, not the same house. The same room.
Even when you're on the couch with somebody sometimes.
No, like I've done it, but it's like, it's as a goof, right? Like I'll never have somebody, Catherine's never beside me, and I text her a question that I need an answer for.
The other one I texted Matthew going, may I come into the kitchen?
Yeah, but that's a goof, though.
No, because, that's
a goof,
part goof, part not, because sometimes he doesn't want me to disturb when he's cooking. So I'll text going, can I come into the kitchen?
No, I don't believe that.
I don't believe that. But what, so he has his phone on him, like he checks his phone constantly while he's cooking?
He'll have his earphones in and he'll be listening to Mariah.
Right. God, you guys have such a spectacular relationship.
It's worked.
So they say 64% of people have texted somebody that is in the same room as them. 88% of people feel uneasy leaving their phone at home.
Yes. Oh, tell me about it.
What about you, Mocha?
Oh, my wife uses my phone all the time.
Okay.
Like if she needs to use it, like let's say if her phone is charging or her phone is in another room and she'll be like, can I borrow your phone for a sec? Yeah, no problem.
Well, where do you put all the secrets?
Wow, that's the thing though. I don't have any secrets, so.
Okay, look at me. Wink.
Okay, before I let you, before we wrap this up, how many times would you say you check your phone a day?
Oh man, a lot.
Like what? Like what's a lot? Like actually say the number out loud. Do the math. How many times do you think you check your phone in an hour throughout the day and then add it up?
Oh God, hundreds.
I don't know, maybe like 70 times?
70 times.
See, I got my report. It says I use the phone 4 hours and 10 minutes a day.
They say that 66% of people they talk to check their phone 160 times a day.
Yeah.
10 times an hour.
Oh, 10 times in an hour?
10 times in an hour.
That seems low.
Roughly 10 times an hour.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, so my number's probably higher.
33% of people said that they spend more time on their phone than they do with their significant other.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't agree with that.
Hey, I speak the truth.
You answered that like in record time.
I speak the truth.
And finally, 45% of people said that they would give up sex for a year before they'd give up their phone for a year.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. What?
He already has.
Yeah, how long you been on that streak?
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Air Transat has direct daily flights to London, England. Why not?
Yeah, we all know about the sites, the castles, the world-renowned museums, the legendary music venues, the pubs, the walking tours, Hyde Park, Kensington Palace, Buckingham Palace.
And the best thing, one of the great things actually about England is that it's super easy to navigate, whether you choose to explore by foot, maybe you want to just hop on the metro, hop on the bus. Each one of these offering a very unique view of the city. Plus, Transat offers multi-city packages that you can enjoy cities in and around England. All the details can be found at airtransat.com.
Let me tell you this about London when I was there. You know what I loved? They have a Chinatown, right? But it's like not huge. There was like one sort of strip. It's beautiful. But like right in the middle of Chinatown, there's a pub. Just like a regular pub, not like a Chinatown pub. Just
really?
like a regular, like a regular pub.
Like a regular English pub.
Yeah,
okay.
and it's right in Leicester Square. And when you're in Leicester Square, just behind I don't even know what hotel it was there. I think the W Hotel when I was there. There's Chinatown and the two pubs and a KFC and a casino.
What?
And I was like, and it's in one sort of block, right?
Okay.
And I remember standing there going, okay, start naming things that this block doesn't have where I would need to if I lived here, go beyond this block. Because you got Chinatown, you got a pub, you got a KFC, you got a hotel, and you got a breakfast place. Right? And I'm like, there's really nothing else. I didn't even have to cross the street.
You could survive your entire lifetime just living in that neighborhood.
And go broke.
Right.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
This is incredible. Rian Johnson, who ruined Star Wars, if you ask me, but we can get into that later, may have just ruined all movies forever for people.
Uh-oh.
Any sort of like mystery movie or any movie with a twist or anything.
Okay.
And it has to do with sort of inside information that only studios and filmmakers would have and regular people would never pick up on unless somebody points it out to you.
Oh, no. Do we want to know this information?
This is Rian Johnson explaining what Apple will and will not let filmmakers do with iPhones and movies. Listen to this.
Apple, they let you use iPhones in movies, and this is very pivotal if you're ever watching a mystery movie, bad guys cannot have iPhones on camera. So, oh no! Every single filmmaker who has a bad guy in their movie that's supposed to be a secret wants to murder me right now.
What?
Okay, so again,
anyone that plays a bad guy or is part of a criminal organization or anything negative in a movie or TV show,
not allowed to use an iPhone.
So they got to go like Samsung or something?
No, so what he's saying is that if you do a movie where the audience doesn't know that the person is bad, where it's a mystery, and everybody else in the movie has iPhones, you will now be able to tell who the bad guy is because they will have an Android.
You know what?
It was like in 24, how everybody who was on the good side with Jack Bauer, they all used Apple computers, but all the terrorists used PCs.
Oh, no.
Right?
Shade.
So there you go.
Also, F you, Rian Johnson. Thanks a lot for that information that I did not want to know.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Yo, no. What's up, dog? It's Roz and Mocha.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm going to tell you right now, no, this is going to be the fastest Roz and Mocha Fix My Life in the history of Roz and Mocha Fix My Life. Noah, you wrote us this. I'm wondering if I should get back together with my girlfriend. You're 22 years old, by the way. We broke up a few weeks ago, and this was your second breakup in 4 months together. She didn't give you any reason for the breakup and broke up with you via text, simply writing you frustrate me, you make things complicated, we're done.
Ooh,
then you're asking, I'm wondering if I should reach out to her and try to get back together. Noah.
Yes.
You frustrate her, you make things complicated, and you're done.
No, Noah, the answer is no.
No, but but that was the only. I didn't make it like every time frustrating. It's just saying, because she came to meet me here once and I couldn't. She's like, I came all this way to come see you, but you're not available. And then I told her I'm not available.
No, you broke up twice in 4 months.
Wait, what was the first time you guys broke up? What was the reason for that?
It was just too hard because she was working and we were both working. So
and who broke up? You broke up with her, or she broke up with you?
No, we both mutually said let's take a break.
Okay, when you're 22, there's a lot of things like which you don't make sense when you're grown. Okay.
Yeah.
The idea that two people would break up. Listen, you work and I work, so we can't date. Right.
Yeah.
That's a problem for young men and women. Right. It's ridiculous. You work and I work, so we can't date. What are you talking about?
That's life, bro.
Welcome to life, man.
I know.
Use that as an excuse to break up with somebody. No, listen, you broke up twice in 4 months. The last time you broke up with her, she dumped you via text, and that text simply read, you frustrate me, you make things complicated, we're done. Should you try and work this out with her? The answer is no.
Yeah, it's only been 4 months, Noah.
And should I give back? She gave me a birthday present. Should I give that back?
What'd she give you?
Austin Matthews jersey.
Oh, like real? Legit?
Yeah, like legit.
I mean...
if you gave it to her, do you think she'd give it back to you?
I don't know.
Hold on, does it still got the price tag on it?
Yeah.
Dog, why don't you go return it and get the cash if you really don't want it?
Yeah, like if you really don't want it. Now, listen, when you're young, you start chasing the sort of days that aren't crap, right? And you remember that you guys had one great day in a week where you weren't fighting and you weren't everything else, and then you think that that's like a great day, and then you're gonna go back on the up, and it's like heroin. You're like chasing the dragon. But I say this all the time, man. One not crap day is not a good day. Okay? And you can't build a relationship on the days that just don't happen to be crap, right? And there's no way to do it. And when you're this young and you're breaking up twice in 4 months via text and using just bad excuses to not be together, just move on. Move on, man. You are going to be fine. She's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to be okay. You're 22. You sound good looking. I don't know if you are, but you sound it.
Thanks, Ron.
No problem. I know one. You know what I mean? I can tell. I got that gene. I know.
The smooth, cool dude talks.
Shut up, man.
All right, Noah, you got your answer, bro.
Thanks, guys.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
Oh, man, there's so much going on in Royals land.
Is there?
Oh, so Prince Harry does an event. It's his first UK appearance since moving to Canada with Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
And they're introducing him on stage, and it's a little bit difficult to hear, but we'll come back at the end of this and we'll tell you exactly what was said. But it goes like this. Harry now only wants to be called Harry, nothing else.
Really?
Listen to this.
And he's made it clear that we are all just to call him Harry. So ladies and gentlemen, please give a big, warm Scottish welcome to Harry.
So no more the Duke of Sussex, no more Sussex Royal, nothing. No more Prince Harry.
What was his last name? Why can't we just call him Harry?
I don't know. It's a whole weird thing of the way that the last names work with the Royals. It's like Mountbatten or something like that.
Yeah,
but it's not really his last name. It's like a designation.
You should take on Meghan's last name.
Yeah.
Why can't it just be Harry Markle?
Yeah, well, because I don't even know if she still uses the last name. I'm not even sure.
So now she just got to go by Meghan?
Yes, and somebody else who's super pissed about this, even more so than the Queen, is Thomas Markle, Meghan's dad, who again is very upset with the way that Meghan and Harry have treated his beloved Queen.
Mr. Markle.
Wait a minute. So he loves the Queen now?
He's a total monarch. It's crazy. Yeah.
Mr. Markle. Thomas, do you believe Meghan has a right to use the word royal? Sir.
I'm very upset with Meghan and Harry right now. I don't think they have a right to use the word royal. I don't think they have a right to speak to the Queen the way they've spoken to her. I think it's an insult to the Queen and to the British people.
Damn.
My daughter dumped me. One day before she got married. She dumped my family. She's dumped Doria's family. She's dumped every family, and now she's dumping the British family. Have a good day.
Damn. She's just dumping everybody.
That's a salty dad, man.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
They've released some of the complaints that came down for the Super Bowl halftime show with Shakira and J-Lo.
Oh, no. All right.
So first of all, complaints were filed in 49 states.
49?
49
I'm
states.
sure people who made these complaints watched the halftime show just to find something to complain about.
Well, I mean, listen, there's 1,300 FCC complaints in 49 states.
Is there anything about the tongue?
One critic from Illinois called it disgusting and offensive and said, how can they put this on when children are watching? It was like a porno show.
No, it wasn't.
They said. Another viewer from Michigan filed a complaint before the game was even over, saying, how is a strip club act allowed as a halftime show on the biggest watched game of the year? Another viewer from Tennessee likened it to X-rated content, saying, I do not subscribe to the Playboy channel. We do not buy porn for $20 a flick. We simply wanted to sit as a family and watch the Super Bowl.
Who buys porn anymore?
Okay, most of the complaints came from Texas, where there were nearly 140 complaints to the FCC. The one state with no complaints, Vermont. Feel the burn. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, bring it on. Bring it on.
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
It's Bieber week on James Corden. They've done some really funny stuff. The dancing bit that they did the other night with the kids was hysterical.
Oh, my God.
It was,
I know.
It was adorable. And last night they did, what is it, fill your guts or spill your guts? Spill your guts or fill your guts, where you have to choose to answer a question or eat something gross like semen from a whale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dirty.
Which one do you want to do? Do you want to hear Justin Bieber rank whether he will rank his wife's friends?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't care what anything else is. That one right there.
Okay.
Gigi Hadid, Kendall Jenner, and Cara Delevingne. From your favorite to your least favorite.
All right.
There's no way you're going to answer this.
All right. Kendall, Gigi, Cara Delevingne.
So Kendall's the favorite.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let's go back to it, though. I know Kendall the best. I've spent the most time with Kendall. You know, she's a good friend of ours. I haven't spent a lot of time with Gigi.
Yeah.
And I haven't spent a lot of time with Cara. So I have nothing against those people. It's just I have a better relationship.
I get it.
That's a fair answer, Bieber.
Okay, and then the other one quickly was whether he would eat a spoonful of ant and scorpion yogurt or let James Corden at the time shave off his mustache.
Oh, my God. Now, are the scorpions...
I don't think they're alive.
No, but like they're not like whole scorpions.
I would imagine so, yes.
It's not like, they would have to be, right?
Yeah.
For the visual aspect?
I did not see the clip, but...
You have two choices. You can eat what is in front of you, or let me shave your mustache. Hang on, wait. This is a serious thing. No way. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. I can't promise you that this won't be harder.
So we ate the food.
You've got to swallow it, buddy.
That's what she said, too.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello?
Cindy.
Yes?
It's Roz and Mocha.
Oh, my God.
Here's a text we got from Cindy, okay?
Oh, my God.
Hey, Roz and Mocha, I'm getting ready to go on a plane tomorrow to Tanzania.
Oh, nice.
To climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've done something like this, and I'm a big ball of emotions. I'm excited, nervous, happy, sad, anxious, pretty much all of them. Wondering if you could provide some words of advice, maybe words of wisdom, encouragement, or motivation that I could recite to myself throughout the trek to help me get to the peak.
Okay.
You guys always put a
hold
smile on my face.
I'm going to say this. I know a lot of people that have done Kilimanjaro, okay?
Okay.
Kilimanjaro's not a climb, it's a hike.
Ooh.
It's pretty much a hike.
It's a hike. It's not a climb. When people say I climbed Kilimanjaro, right? Like, yes, you did climb. It's an incline, and you did climb, and that's fine, right? But it's a hike. It's not a climb.
How long does it take? Do you know, Cindy?
We're doing, to get up to the peak, it's about 6 days.
Yeah.
6 days. Okay, so you have to
Yeah.
camp out. Now, is it like, you know, what we see in documentaries and movies and stuff like that on YouTube, where you have to walk with like an air tank because the air gets so thin as you get so close up to the top?
I have no idea. They have an oxygen tank from what I know.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, you're pretty much hiking up without a oxygen tank. Like, the oxygen tank is just for emergencies, I guess.
Oh, okay.
How are you in altitude? Have you done altitude before?
I have not.
You haven't.
So that's the one thing that I'm worried about.
It's interesting because I never knew how, because I didn't grow up I didn't grow up skiing. I didn't grow up, traveling to these exotic places. Yeah. And the first time I ever experienced altitude was in Utah when we were up in the mountains.
Yeah.
And I was lying in bed one night, and it was my first night there, and I had done a little bit of work, and then I went and grabbed a bite to eat, and then I was back at the hotel, and I was lying in bed, and I thought I was having a heart attack. I thought I was dying.
Oh God.
And I didn't know what was going on. I had no explanation for it. My breathing was crazy. I was having a heart, I was just going nuts.
Not enough oxygen.
Not enough. And then I realized, oh my God, I've never done altitude before. Yeah. I've never.
How high were you up? Do you know?
Like Park City, Utah. Like they do the Olympics there. Like it's not, you know what I mean?
God.
But even still, I wasn't. I don't do well with altitude at all. It took a couple days before I started to feel right.
Which is funny because you're super tall.
Right, I know.
Cindy, did you have to train for this at all?
I mean, they've given us advice to kind of just do cardio, and that's pretty much what I've been doing. I mean, I'm at the gym. I'm at the gym regularly, so I just added more cardio to my workouts.
Yeah.
But there's drugs for the altitude, so I'm taking the drugs.
What are you?
Whoa, what kind of drugs?
Yeah.
It's called Diamox, so it's supposed to help prevent.
Hold on, the drug that you're taking as you're about to go climb this mountain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first word in it is die?
Yes.
I wouldn't trust that pill, girl.
What do you eat on that trek?
From what I've seen, I mean, they cook eggs for breakfast, toast. I think there's soup. I don't know.
You sound like you're going on vacation.
I have no idea.
Who are you going with? Is this something that you're doing with your lover to bond and stuff, or?
No, he's not totally his thing. I'm going actually with a girlfriend.
Okay, so the two of you plus who else? Who else is on this group?
I think a lot of people think it's just you climbing, but you actually have two guides. Yeah. So I have a guide. We have a next assistant guide. We have a cook. And then each person gets maybe 3 or 4 porters to carry the equipment.
Question for you. How much does this cost?
It can vary. For our climb with our company, for the climb itself is maybe about $3,000.
Yeah.
So it's going to take 6 days. And now, wait. Is that just 6 days to get to the top?
Just to get to the top, and then a day and a half to come down.
Is it cheaper if you pick a smaller hill?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think Kilimanjaro is Kilimanjaro. It's a path in, a path out.
Anything shorter, and I don't think you'll make it to the top.
That's what she said.
What's the laziest mountain?
What?
Mount Everest.
That's a good one, Maury.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't mountains catch colds?
Why?
Because they wear snow caps.
Okay.
What is the most dangerous mountain?
Which one?
Kilimanjaro.
Wow. That's where she's going, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Why are mountains so funny?
Hey, listen.
Because they're hilarious.
Right. Listen, enjoy the hike. Have a good time. Enjoy the soup and eggs.
Thanks, Rob.
And please, you know what? Text us when you're back so we can check in with you to see how everything went.
You mean if I make it alive? If I make it in one piece?
Wow.
Yeah.
You won't with that attitude.
It is Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
Good luck, Cindy. Love you lots.
Thank you so much for calling.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Today is, hold on here, National Tell a Fairy Tale Day. Fairy tales, they say, have been around for thousands of years. And today is the day to tell a few of your own, retell an old favorite, or make up new ones with your kids. Damnit Maurie, what have you chosen to do today? Are you going to tell a classic? Did you make up a new one?
This is a new classic.
Okay. Okay, so what do you have? What's the title of your fairy tale?
Okay, so today the fairy tale is called Put the Words Right in My Mouth.
Okay. What makes this a fairy tale? What makes a fairy tale?
You need to have some sort of problem and a creature to solve it.
Okay.
Okay, can I get some fairy tale music, please?
Absolutely.
Okay. Put the Words Right in My Mouth by Damnit Maurie for the Roz and Mocha Show. Simple Sally lived in Cincinnati and was always frustrated when her friends used big words that sounded so smarter in conversations in their friend circle, especially in front of her crush, Griff. One night, while trying to practice her socializing skills in front of the mirror while applying her night mask and eye cream, she tried it out. She said, "Wow, Griff, that garment is snazzy." No, let me try again, she said.
Can you pause for 1 second? Are we not past the point of where we refer to somebody who maybe has a difficulty learning things as Simple Sally?
Yeah.
Like,
it
are we
seems
not
kind of mean.
It's a very, like, are we not, we're past that. We don't do that anymore.
No, we have character names.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, continue, but I couldn't allow this to continue without having...
Saying that, yeah.
Yeah, without saying that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay.
Goodness, Griff, that scarf is whimsical. She noticed the light flicker and thought nothing of it. Simple Sally, her night regimen continued,
You know what I mean? Right? Like, it just feels wrong to say Simple Sally. I don't know.
So far, this girl, this young kid who doesn't understand big words is at home practicing now how to use big words.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic because she's
Absolutely.
recognized what the problem is and she's at home now and she's trying to better herself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We should all rally around Simple Sally.
So she noticed the light flicker and thought nothing of it. Okay. Sally's nightly regimen continued and she was about to brush her teeth, putting the toothpaste on her brush, running the water, and she brought the brush to her mouth and she heard a wee little scream. Ah, no! She glanced down and saw the toothbrush had come to life. "I was told you needed my help. My name is Toothy Tommy, and I'm here to put big words in your mouth to make you sound smarter."
Wow.
Feeling she was at a loss and had no other option, she opened wide and put Tommy in her mouth.
You can bleep this, right, Mocha?
Yeah.
And people think I'm the in here.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
I know. And we've been saying this for years.
Yeah.
Hey, it's just a fairy tale.
Okay.
Continue.
She's brushing her teeth. "That tickles," said Toothy Tommy.
Yeah.
"Your new expanded vocabulary will only last 1 hour after each time you brush me on your teeth." After she spit, she looked in the mirror and gave it a try. Griff's pedantic way of analyzing every word in a sentence makes him a huge asset to our quest for industry success.
What's happening right now?
Beaming with a big smile, she decided to get dressed and head out on the town with her new hidden secret. She tossed Tommy into her purse, and for the next year in restaurant bathrooms and in the staff room, people thought she had great oral hygiene. What they didn't realize was she also had a new vocabulary on life.
Okay, well, there you go. I don't know what that ending means. A new vocabulary on life.
It means that she has a new vocabulary on her life.
This was the worst thing we've ever done.
I'm not going to laugh because I don't want to be called mean.
This was the worst thing.
Being the mean one.
This was the worst thing we've ever done on this show.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
There's an anniversary that deserves to be celebrated today, Roz.
Oh, yeah? Is it ours? No.
It is not. Ours is August 31st.
I like that.
But there's a big anniversary, and you may have forgot this, but when I tell you, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember seeing this everywhere.
Okay.
And hearing this everywhere.
Why do I feel like you're trolling me right now?
No, I swear I'm not. It's actually a fun anniversary.
Okay.
Today is the 16-year anniversary of the now infamous, famous Dave Chappelle skit where he plays Lil Jon.
Oh, okay. Wow. How the hell am I supposed to know that?
I remember because that's one of my favorite skits.
Jesus.
Right?
Yeah.
It was 16 years ago where they debuted that skit where Dave Chappelle treats Lil Jon, puts him in a situation where it's like an everyday situation, but because Lil Jon at the time, even now, still synonymous with what?
Right.
Yeah. And okay.
Yeah.
Put him into just regular situations where those would be his answers.
Right.
All the time.
Last week I went to the club, man. I never go to clubs. I had a ball. You know that song, you know that dude, Lil Jon? His music gets me so amped. He's just something about his energy. It's just wow. Show his video. That's all he says in the whole song. Okay. What? I always think he's gonna rhyme, but he act like somebody was about to rhyme, but just never get around to it. Okay. I want to meet that dude. I just want to see what it's like to have a conversation with him. I mean, what is he like in his personal life? I wonder.
And now, a moment in the life of Lil Jon.
So he's at the airport in this skit.
Are you checking any luggage today, sir?
Yeah!
Did you pack the bags yourself?
Yeah!
And the bags have been in your possession the whole time?
What?
These bags have been in your possession the whole time.
What?
These bags, were they in your possession the whole time?
What?
Mr. John, you're all set.
Okay!
Pardon me, madam. Will this be reflected upon my frequent flyer miles?
Did you book your flight online? And it will be.
Okay!
So 16 years ago today, that skit debuted on the Chappelle Show. And real quick, when Lil Jon was in Toronto and visited the Roz and Mocha Show, we asked him about whether or not, because of that Chappelle thing and just because of the popularity of those phrases, if people yell that out to him, because he's in town all the time performing. He travels right across Canada performing at different nightclubs. Yeah. And if people are constantly yelling out any of those phrases to him.
Yes, it does get very annoying.
Right. Okay.
Sometimes I'm like, I don't act like I even hear them. And they get louder and louder. And I just be like, hey, how you doing? Because you have to think about it. I've been hearing, like, once Dave Chappelle did his thing,
right?
It was like, oh my God, I'm going to hear this forever. You know, so.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello?
Hi, is this Jen?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Roz and Mocha. Happy birthday.
Oh, what?
What's up, girl?
Good morning.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Now?
Your husband, Sebastian, hit us up, let us know that today's your birthday, and you're
Yes, it
also pregnant with your second child.
Yes.
So sorry for waking you up. I know you probably need your sleep, but whatevs. It's your birthday.
Oh, that's awesome. I really appreciate it, guys.
And also, you have a 2-year-old, and I want to know whether or not your 2-year-old Roxy was named after Roz's 10-year-old Roxy.
It definitely influenced us a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't start listening to Roz and Mocha until a little bit before she was born.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, you know what? This name is really awesome. And I just we always wanted to be able to short form her name, so her real name is Roxana. We just call her Roxy all the time.
Oh, so you went with Roxy as a short form as opposed to just straight up calling her Roxy.
Yes, we did.
Well, that works too. But I never understand. I never understood. If you want to because I know people like that, right? Where they have a name and you call them that name, and their parents wanted you to call them that name, but they gave you a different name when you were born, just hoping that everybody would call you this other name.
Yeah, I don't know why that happens.
It happens automatically all the time to every kid that I know.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd make it easy for them.
Yeah.
Wait, so your name is Jen. Is that short form for Jennifer?
Yes, it is.
Right. Like, what did your parents call you?
Jennifer.
Oh, they called you Jennifer. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Like, not even just when you were in trouble, but like all the time?
All the time.
All the time. Okay. Yeah, parents tend to do that.
How far along are you with your second pregnancy?
23 weeks now. No, 24 weeks.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty great, actually.
You don't pee a lot?
Not anymore. Not as much.
No, not as much.
It's brutal, huh?
That was the best part when Catherine was pregnant, is that we were both on like the same pee schedule because I pee a lot. So I didn't feel bad for those 40 weeks when she was pregnant. I didn't feel like a weirdo.
That's so true. Well, Jen, listen, happy birthday. We love you lots. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Go back to bed. Get some sleep.
I will do my best to do that. But thanks, guys, for calling. I hope you have a great day.
Whoa. Before we let you go, on your birthday, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Roz, hands down, Roz.
Oh, wow.
Damn,
Love
you answered that like real quick.
Yeah, see? That's how we do. Happy birthday, girl.
Thank you very much.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, Roz and Mocha.
What's going on, guys? How are ya?
Fabian! What's going on?
Not much. Same stuff, different day. You guys?
And same.
I hear you. I called just earlier on just to say congratulations to Maurie and his new pup.
Oh, yeah. Maurie and Matthew are getting the dog finally after years and years and years of debating getting the dog.
Yeah, man. I saw it on Instagram. I was blown away. I was like, wow, he got his dream finally. One of many.
Maurie told me this morning, he goes, oh my God, my dog post is blowing up. Like, it's bigger than my wedding posts.
Post?
Like I guess your thing on Instagram, right?
On Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I get it. People love dogs, but oh my God. And the dog almost has more followers than Matthew.
Right. Maurie doesn't even have the dog yet, and the dog has followers.
So wait, what are you going to do when that dog ruins your life and you have to get rid of it in like a week?
Stop. Don't
what are you going to do with that social media account?
Don't be so terrible. Don't be so terrible, man.
And Mocha's just one of so many people that are like warning us. Somebody at Matthew's work yesterday said, oh, the dog's going to poop like all over your
It's so
things.
wild. And I don't know what it is about you or your personality or whatever, Maurie, but I've never seen a reaction from people when somebody's getting a puppy where people want you to fail.
No. It's not that we want Maurie to fail.
So wild.
It's that we know Maurie's personality so well, and the dynamic in that condo between Maurie and his husband, Damnit Matthew, so well. We know the life, we know the lifestyle, we've heard the conversations between the two. We all collectively just feel like in a case where a puppy will bring joy and happiness, I just feel that it's going to bring more torment to the condo.
Why can't the dog just be like, the saving grace?
Well, because I think that what the way that it's sort of coming off is that, one, you think that it's going to be super easy.
Yeah.
Right? And people are like, you have no idea what you're in for with a puppy. Yeah.
Sarah, who's raising the dog right now, sends me videos every day. This morning I woke up to a video of Andy in his crate at 3 a.m. barking and crying.
Yes.
Matthew will not get to see that video.
Right. But he will get to live that video
in exactly 7 days.
In a few days. Yeah.
But I don't want him to know now.
Right.
Just like I'm not telling him that Aussie Doodles are usually quite large.
I would be, if I were you, just preemptively researching dog-friendly Airbnbs in your building.
And then go live there.
Yes. I would say that. Also, Maurie was talking about how the Instagram account has to be from the dog's voice, and Maurie's going to do that. You know when people do like doggo speak, where it's like, oh, can't wait to meet my human, like that thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's Andy's first post was like, oh, I'm so excited to meet my humans.
Right. Yeah. No, don't do that. When adults, it's
my parents.
No, it's infuriating to me when I see people do doggo speak. Like it's infuriating.
I find it so adorable.
It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts.
Okay,
yeah,
guys, how about this? All right.
Yeah.
When they're ready to give that dog up. Right?
You don't even need to say anything else.
Right? How much of a plot twist would it be if Jenna and I took that dog home?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And changed his name.
Oh.
But he has the Instagram. You can't.
I know, suddenly Andy Monroe would become the Undertaker.
Totally. Yo, Fabian, love you lots, brother. Talk to you soon.
Later, you guys. Yeah, later, guys.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So finally, the dog belonging to Damnit Maurie and his husband, Damnit Matthew, will be in the condo tomorrow.
So when do you pick him up?
Tomorrow at 7 p.m. We're supposed to be getting the house dog proofed or something, but all I've done is put up a welcome home Andy sign.
Right.
That's all I've done.
What else are you supposed to do?
Like you're supposed to move things that they could chew on or something. Like you know, maybe move all your vinyl collection or shoes.
Also things that'll choke the dog too, right? Like you got to get all that stuff up.
Or our wine glasses, maybe move those.
Why are your wine glasses on the floor?
No, they're sort of dangling low.
Never mind. Never mind.
Nothing in that condo dangles low. Hey. Somebody texted 925-555 wanting to know from you, Damnit Maurie. Remind everybody, what kind of a dog is it that you're getting?
It is an Aussie Doodle.
An Aussie
cute.
Doodle.
So it's a mix between an Aussie something and a poodle.
Right. Way to do your research, man.
My wife Jenna is so excited about this dog.
Yeah.
Because I told her yesterday when the Damnits can't take care of the dog that we will take the dog.
Oh, you're going to adopt Maury's dog?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to it.
Nice. And the dog's name again, Maury, is?
Andy Monroe.
Andy Monroe, named after?
Andy Warhol and Marilyn Monroe.
Mocha, when you adopt Maury's dog after they fail, what are you going to name him?
Macho Man Stone Cold.
Right.
So clicker training came up between Damnit Maurie and Damnit Matthew. Dog clickers sound like this. I apologize to anyone who's got a dog listening right now.
Oh, right.
Looking for a treat.
Gotta give him a treat now.
But when you're training, we did this with our dog Tig. When you're training them to like just do basic commands, sit, lay down, shake your hand.
Sure.
Once they do that, you hit the clicker and give them a treat. So it then becomes learned behavior.
But isn't it also so that you can wean off the constant treats and they just recognize the sound and then eventually you don't have to give them a treat?
Oh,
for
yeah, no,
everything?
of course. Like after a while, then you don't need the clicker. They sit and then they get a treat, right? So this is
Same
what
thing works
happened
on me.
in the condo.
I'm pretending to be the dog.
Excuse me?
And I'm coming up for...
Okay, the dog doesn't weigh.
I'm pretending to be the dog and I'm gonna... And he like... smells you and and then licks you.
No, Maury. First of all, that's not going to happen. He's going to be a behaved dog.
But you know the sound you have to make when the dog does something good. You have to click. Like, good boy.
Excuse me?
Click training. So like, sit. No. 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 You're not making the right sound.
Nobody clicks anything. What do you mean?
You have a clicker, so it's like...
What?
Sit.
Oh my God, these millennials these days, what's happening?
So that you have to click again. No.
No.
Finally, I'll have someone to cuddle with and be my best friend.
Okay, wow. Not cuddling on the sofa or the bed.
Oh, yes.
On the sofa?
No.
Where am I supposed to cuddle? On the floor?
I don't want the dog to get used to climbing the furniture
Bet I understand.
in the early stages.
Bet I understand. Couch like cuddle time is on the hardwood?
Yes, you go down to his level and you cuddle with him.
He can nuzzle up in the couch or dig.
No, and then he poos and pees in the couch, nuzzling up in there.
No, he's trained in to go on the thing.
You
and then
don't
you go,
know that
good
yet.
boy, poopies.
Oh, God. I'm not going to spend my life now. Every third thing that comes out of my mouth is...
Smelling.
No.
Okay, you're going to have that dog by Saturday.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Be prepared because we are getting a ton of snow. Your commute home, whether you drive or use transit, is going to be a mess. By the time everything is all said and done between what's happening this afternoon, tonight, overnight, by tomorrow morning, 25 centimeters.
Oh, my God. It's crazy. Damnit Maurie is, he just ran out of the studio a couple seconds ago. He's down on the street right now. Find out if you are ready for the storm. Maurie, what's going on down there?
It's storming.
It's storming. No, how bad is it,
It's
though?
actually snowing sideways.
Yeah. I need you to walk around and find people and start asking them if they are ready or how they've prepared for the storm.
Okay, I'm running. I'm running after you.
Oh.
Excuse me.
God.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Tap, tap. Quick question for you. Are you ready and how are you preparing for the storm? Ready.
Yeah,
okay, he says he's ready.
Sounds super prepared.
Okay. Are you ready and how are you preparing for this storm?
Hi, Maury. I live in a city, so I hate transit. How you doing, Maury?
You're outside right now.
Yeah, but I'm getting a coffee. But you're not dressed well. Why'd you guys send him out on the road? Put him inside. It's too cold. It's snowing. He's bothering people.
Always nice to meet fans, huh, Maury?
Did you know it's snowing? Okay, she knows.
Maury, no, Maury, don't. That's not the question, man. Don't do that. Come on.
Yeah.
You managed to do it twice. How did it all fall apart after twice? She said. You know what I mean?
In Maury's case, once.
You gotta be able to go longer than that, Maura. Okay, honestly.
First time you heard that, huh?
No, we're asking people, Maury, if they're what have they done to prepare, and are they ready for the snowstorm? Again, go.
Excuse me. What have you done to prepare, and are you ready for the snowstorm?
I don't know.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, she's doomed then.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Quick question for you. What have you done, and how are you prepared for the snowstorm?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
How much going on right now?
Maybe.
What are you talking about? It's snowing. You're not wearing a hat.
Maury, stop.
I know, not too bad, eh? You're a Canadian.
Maury, maybe offer some advice.
Excuse me. Can I give you some advice for the snowstorm?
No, on anything.
Can I give you some advice on how to prepare for this snowstorm?
Sure.
Okay.
Put your hands in your pocket.
Okay.
Okay, and wear it too.
Okay.
Okay, and that's it.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
You're terrible at advice, Maury. You're terrible. Okay. Maybe just offer advice on anything then. This isn't working.
Excuse me. Hi, Top. How are you?
Hello?
You need some advice? Oh, he walked away.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Quick question for you.
No, okay.
Are you ready for the snowstorm, and do you need advice on how to prepare?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, seems like people in the city have it under control, right?
Seems that way.
Okay, good.
Or they just don't want to talk to me.
Yeah, well, there's a chance of that too. I'd say
one more.
Okay.
One more.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
It sounds like you're being swarmed by bees.
Stop your car.
Oh, God, no,
Not
Maury.
in traffic, Maury.
Hi, how are you? How are you preparing for this snowstorm? Are you ready?
Are you serious? I'm born ready.
You're born ready? Oh, your car is really warm.
Yeah.
Get in. Ask if you can get in.
This is Roz and Mocha.
Hi, Roz and Mocha. How you doing?
Hey, buddy, how
Do
you
you need
doing,
any
man?
advice on anything?
I'm good.
Okay.
All right, Holmes.
Hey, ask him if he'll give you a ride back to the station.
Can you give me a ride back to the radio station?
Sorry, man. I can't do that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's right here.
All right, Maury, now ask him if it was me and Mocha who asked him for a ride, if he would give us a ride.
Would you give a ride to Roz and Mocha if they asked?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, of course.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
Update.
Hey, Brittany, welcome back to the Roz and Mocha Show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Brittany, we wanted to check back in with you because the last time we talked, you wrote us this, Roz and Mocha, so I think I might need to end my engagement because I hate his mother because she always wants to wear my shoes and clothes, always wants me to clean her closet. She always wants me to be her maid, and you don't know what to do, right?
Yes.
So what wound up happening? Because I know when we talked, it was your fiance wasn't that helpful, and he sort of took the mom side, and you started to get the sense that maybe the mom didn't really think that her son needed a wife, but he just needed like another mother, and that he was the type that just constantly needs to be mothered, and that you were going to have to somehow fill that role. So what happened?
What we found out from Brittany, which is very terrible for the relationship, is sometimes you would even take the long way home after work, or you wouldn't necessarily rush to get home after work because your mother-in-law, future mother-in-law, is there, and you just don't want to have to deal with that interaction.
Yes.
Okay, so what happened?
So I had a couple more talks with him. I decided to move out.
Oh, you did?
Yes, temporarily, though.
Okay.
I've given him about 4 months to figure out what his situation is going to be with his mother.
Right.
And if there's no choice that's made within those 4 months, I'm not coming back.
Okay.
He's thinking about just sending her back to the motherland where she came from.
Wow, just like shipping her out.
Not even to like a condo somewhere else in the city. Like, get out of this country.
Return to sender. because that was the thing, is that you guys were in a situation, and it's not a unique situation. A lot of young couples are in this situation of where you were all living in the same house. Like the mother was living with you guys, and there was no plan when you talked to your fiance about altering that situation situation. So that was pretty much going to be your future.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Okay. So you're now on your own, still engaged though, right?
Yes.
You've given him 4 months to try and sort this problem out with his mom and the living arrangement. And you
his brother as well is going to help him out because his brother's like, you can't lose your wife over your mother. She's not worth it.
Right.
Yo, why doesn't the brother take the mother in?
It's a little tea. The brother almost got divorced because of the mother.
Oh.
Juicy. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So clearly, one person's a problem.
So she doesn't get along with any of the wives or girlfriends of her sons.
No, because they're not good enough.
Well, no, she wants her sons to be her little husbands and take care of her. And I'm like, no, go to church, go to different churches and find, your little man. And then, leave us alone and,
So what do you think is going to happen, Brittany? Like, since you moved out, has the conversation between you and your fiance continued about what your future is going to look like without your mother-in-law?
Oh, he's like, no matter what happens, she can't live with him.
Oh, wow. Okay, good.
So he's like, she needs to figure it out. And he's like, I'm willing to help her figure out, but she also needs to be on board. And if she's not on board, she's on her own.
Oh, snap. Wow.
Wait, so hold on. But did that conversation happen between your fiance and his mother?
It's happening this weekend.
It's happening this weekend. So what was the explanation then that was given to her as to why you were moving out?
Oh, he fully told her, was like, Mom, you're ruining my relationship and Brittany's moving because of you.
Wow.
And what did she say?
Then she texted me. She's like, please don't leave because of me. I didn't respond. I texted him. I'm like, tell your mother not to message me.
Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. This is amazing.
I'm not entertaining it. I am not. I know my worth and my value, and trust me, and I want my happiness in my life, and marriage is not worth me being miserable for the rest of my life.
Yo, so how is it like being on your own now?
Oh, it's weird. It's so weird because you get so used to just coming home to someone, and then when you don't have that ability, it feels like a part of you is missing. And I know it's weird and cliche saying that, but like imagine coming home for a week straight and your wives and your girlfriends aren't there. It's just like, whoa.
So do you see your fiance every day, or is it like every couple of days? Yeah, you still
every
get
day.
Okay. All right. Does he ever sleep over?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then
at
what?
my
Like,
place. I don't go there.
no, but like then what? Like his mother texts, like, when are you coming home?
I don't care, to be honest.
Wow. You're done. You're done with the mom, huh?
100%.
Let me ask you a question. If
that wedding gonna be awkward.
I know. I was just gonna say, if she does move out and she figures the stuff out and everything else, what are you gonna do when she's at the wedding?
Oh, she's not my parent, so I have no obligations to her.
Wow.
Savage.
It goes back to, I even told him, like, when we have kids, and I'm like, my kids are not staying with your mother for long periods of time, and she's definitely not having unsupervised visits with my kids.
Wow. That is amazing. Well, listen, good for you. It's good to hear that you took the initiative. That's a big jump. That's a big jump.
To actually move out.
Yes, that's a big jump. So good.
I always say protect your peace.
Yeah, good for you. We're proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, Brittany.
No problem. You guys have a great day. And always remember, protect your peace and don't let anybody take that from you.
You got it,
All right,
love.
girl. Yo,
Thank
say hi to your
you.
mother-in-law for us.
No, thanks.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Raptors been killing it. Last night, incredible game, 127 to 81 over the Pacers. Friday night at home, 118 victory over the Phoenix Suns. Only managed to score 101 points. Drake on the sidelines, and oftentimes whenever he is there on the sidelines, they throw him a microphone, headphones, and have a quick chit-chat. And he was talking about being in Toronto, currently working on his new album, which we haven't had a Drake album. I know it seems kind of ridiculous to say we haven't had a Drake album in 2 years.
Yeah.
But as a Drake fan, as a Drake stan, I'm glad to know that he's working on new music.
But he's released stuff since then, though, right?
He's released tracks here and there. He's still consistently out there working with other artists. He's appeared on tracks. It's not like it's been 2 years since we've heard from Drake.
Thank you.
He's been in existence with other artists on other songs.
Yes.
As they say, where you been?
Honestly,
I'm out here. I'm working hard. You know, I'm tucked away trying to finish an album. But
Last album, I went high volume. I did two sides. It was like 20-something songs, which was a lot of songs. This album, I'll probably make it a more realistic offering, something more concise. But yeah, you know, anywhere, whatever you want. You know, it could be 10, 11 songs.
So you got to just feel it. When you feel it, you'll know, right?
Yeah, I also do like a lot of different types of music, so it's tough to make it like a 7-song album.
And DJ Khaled was in town a couple of times already. Like last week, he spent like 3 days out
here for a while, yeah.
And then a couple weeks before that, he was in Toronto. And the first time when he was blasting up his IG, it was him playing basketball at Drake's place and hanging out with Drake at his crib. This time around, though, Khaled didn't post anything about hanging out with Drake. So I think that they're still working together. Maybe Drake asked him not to post anything. Maybe he decided on his own not to post anything to fuel more speculation.
I don't think Khaled has ever decided on his own to not post something.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Posted up
everything.
Even at the Ritz, he was getting his he's getting like a facial and stuff.
Yeah.
Had that bright light and that beautiful, like kind of serene.
Never done that.
Serene place.
I've never had the DJ Khaled facial. I've never had any facial.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Really, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty bomb.
Yeah?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that new Drake record.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Hey there.
So what happened on The Bachelor last night? Explain this to me. They had all 3 women living in one room together during Fantasy Suite week?
Bruh, I watched the first 30 minutes of Bachelor.
Yeah.
And then I went to bed.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So I saw them, they went to Australia.
Yeah.
So I saw when they got there.
Right.
And then when Pete was like in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Talking to them. But I didn't, like, I was paying attention to what was on the screen.
Right.
But I wasn't listening because I was just like, I'm so bored of the show now.
Really, huh?
Yeah, but I still find myself trying my best to watch as much as I can every single week.
Because I know...
all I know is that the last 3 girls that are left, 2 of them look exactly the same.
Right. Well, all 3 of them look exactly... I mean, they're very similar
2
looking.
of them look more
Identical.
the same.
I know, they look like sisters.
Yeah, weird.
And it's because one of the Reality Steve, who's the guy that exposes and spoils all the Bachelor stuff. I'm not going to spoil anything right now because I didn't get into it, but all I know is that he was writing last night that this has never happened in the entire history of the franchise, whether it be Bachelor or Bachelorette, where on Fantasy Suite Week, the producers put all 3 women staying in the same hotel room while they waited their Fantasy Suite night. So when one of them finished the Fantasy Suite, they walked back into the apartment where the other women are sitting there.
Like right after the Fantasy Suite?
Like that's
so
how it happened.
One room, you go into the next room and the other 2 girls are there?
So normally what happens on Fantasy Suite is they all get their own place, right? So they don't really interact with each other during Fantasy Suite week, right? Like the girls have their own rooms and then the Bachelor has his own room. And then they meet up 1 night, 2 night, 3 night. And then so what happened last night is they all got to the resort and they all walked into the room, but they're sharing a room while they're there. And then one by one, they had to go off and do...
Whatever they do.
Whatever they do. Did you watch last night, Shem? Come here. Come in here for a second. Explain this to me.
And this is all in Australia. Crikey. So what happened?
Yeah, so just as Roz said, Hannah Ann would go on her Fantasy Suite date.
And when they came back, how awkward was it?
Very, very awkward. And it was especially awkward because Madison is saving herself for marriage. They sort of allude to the fact that she may be a virgin. They don't say it exactly, but they sort of allude to that fact.
Yeah. And they've been doing that for the past couple of weeks now.
Absolutely. And she has a real issue because Victoria and Hannah Ann sort of allude to the fact that, they had some fun.
Yeah.
And she gets very put off by that. And
Which makes for great television.
Fantastic television. And that's sort of how the episode sort of hangs. She's telling Peter, like, look, I don't know how I feel about this. And then she kind of walks off, and then we got to wait till next week.
Oh.
And it's Women Tell All next week.
Is it?
Women Tell All.
That's going to be so good. So good.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know how it ends, Roz?
No, I didn't get that far. When it came to spoilers, I stopped reading the spoilers after I found out that Victoria F had a taste for married men. That's as far as I got in the spoilers.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Let's do the news.
a Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
Let's start before I forget with Dustin Diamond. Dustin Diamond, of course, was Screech in Saved by the Bell, and the Saved by the Bell reunion is happening. But with Saved by the Bell, the reunion is it's Zach, it's AC Slater,
Jesse
Spano. But what about Kelly? Is Kelly on it or no?
I think they're in talks still with Kelly.
Right. Okay. But
is Mr. Belding on it? I don't think he
know.
is.
But there was no Screech and no Lark Voorhees, who played
Lisa Turtle.
And so Dustin Diamond, who has had a very colorful past.
Did he stab a guy?
I think he stabbed a guy in a bar one time, and then he did PORNO for a little while. And
no, he did
all
not.
This other
Screech?
stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so Dustin Diamond says that Saved by the Bell would not be the same without Screech.
And how do you have Saved by the Bell?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Does this have swearing in it? No, right?
No swearing? Are you sure? Okay.
And how do you have Saved by the Bell without Screech? I mean, it seems like there's a missed opportunity there, and I think that everyone should probably be thinking the same thing. As far as I'm concerned, everyone should be thinking we should all be part of this. That's, you can't have Saved by the Bell without Zach. You can't have Saved by the Bell without Screech. You can't have Saved by the Bell without Kelly, Slater. You have to have all the cast members. I mean, it'd be nice to do a tip of the hat if it was like a movie or something. But if it's a reboot of the entire series, you should bring back all the staples.
I tend to agree with him. Like, I don't think that you call something a reunion where 50% of the main cast comes back. And don't get me wrong.
You gotta have everybody.
Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want to work with Screech either. That guy's a nut job.
Also, he stabbed a guy.
Yeah. Like, we got him in here, and he was a D-bag, wasn't he? I remember him being a D-bag. A bit of
When he came in here?
Yeah. I didn't get along with him. No. I didn't like him at all.
Huh.
Yeah, I remember that. Anyway, so no Screech. But I do agree with him that if you're going to do the reboot, you need Screech.
Have everybody.
You need
Have the
everybody.
original cast.
Like,
Yes,
I get why nobody wants to work with him.
Yeah.
But I also think that if you're going to do the reboot, you need to work with him. You need to figure it out, and you need to put Screech in the show. Chad Johnson.
Who that
Bachelor alum. Remember Chad? Cold Cut Chad?
Oh, Psycho Chad.
Psycho Chad.
That's all you had to say.
Psycho Chad under arrest after police investigated a couple of alleged fights between Chad and his girlfriend. LAPD took Johnson into custody last night, and according to law enforcement sources, his current girlfriend, Annalise, called 911 because he was at her apartment. They got into an argument. I guess he punched a hole in the wall.
Oh my God,
Then
Chad.
told her all this stuff. And he had been sober for 50 some odd days and then started drinking again. And then she posted all of this to her IG stories with him banging on the door and stuff. And the he's another nut job.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein's going to prison. Jury
We knew that was
convicted
gonna
him.
happen, though, right?
Well, nothing's a lock when you're
I guess.
rich, right? On 2 counts, committing a sexual act and third-degree rape. He's looking at between 5 and 25 years.
Whoa.
However, he was acquitted of 3 charges that could have sent him away for life. 2 counts of predatory sexual assault and 1 count of first-degree rape.
Did you see that when he was leaving the court? No walker?
Yeah, no, I know.
What the hell?
Yeah, because he was really hamming up that walker, right?
Yeah.
It's like when Suge had to go to court. I'm blind. I need.
Yeah, I can't see. I need a cane and
I need
everything.
A cane, yeah.
Come on, Suge Knight. I don't believe you, bro.
The IOC, the International Olympic Committee, and its members are coming down hard on the Tokyo Olympics. Senior IOC member tells the Associated Press that the Tokyo Olympics would be canceled, not postponed or moved, because I know that was a lot of the conversation yesterday, if the virus is not under control by late May. That's their deadline.
So you got 3 months.
3 months. Dick Pound, a former Canadian swimming champion who's been with the IOC since 1978, however, did encourage athletes to keep training. There's about 11,000 athletes that are expected for the Olympics, which opens in July 24th.
Wow, that's crazy.
Supposed to, anyway. The coronavirus spread, as it spreads farther, the World Health Organization and their experts warned that the world is, quote, not ready for a pandemic. So anywhere outside of China, they say, are, quote, simply not ready. The World Health Organization has called for countries to prepare for a potential pandemic, which, of course, is a term used to describe an epidemic that spreads across multiple continents. So they're saying, look to China because their numbers are going down. And then other countries are like, yeah, but we can't build a hospital in 10 days.
Yeah.
Right? So, LL Cool J said that he saved Kobe Bryant from becoming a bad gangster rapper.
Huh.
We talked about rap. He played me this album, this gangsta rap album. I was like, Kobe, I said, come on, dog. That's not what you need to be doing, man. I was confused. I was sitting there like, what are we doing? I said, you got endorsements? What are you doing? That had to be the funniest moment of my life, listening to him do gangster rap.
I know he performed KOBE at the All-Star Game with Tyra Banks.
Yeah. We're not going to pretend like we wasn't laughing. Like, yeah. The world was laughing, B. That was not, but he took a shot.
So for like a brief moment in time in the late 90s.
What day before KOBE? Was that the song?
Early 2000s.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant wanted to be a rapper, and he had a song called KOBE with Tyra Banks. And Kobe rapping sounds like this.
What I live for? Basketball, beats and bras. From Italy to the US. Yes, it's raw. I'm in search for the one that make my wealth feel poor. Who can ignore the spotlight life for glamour? Am I done for? Have I found the ore? Should I search still? There's plenty of women with sex appeal when it's filled. Can they complete the package? All I get is actresses.
Also, believe it or not, Kobe Bryant was on a remix to Say My Name with Destiny's Child.
Out of your mind, out of control, questioning me like I'm a criminal or something. Stole your heart or something, like I'm up to something. You must be with girlfriends, gossiping. And chicks hate on Kobe because he ain't with them. Feel me now.
Music video, he was wearing like a suit and everything. I think he was standing next to a swimming pool.
Trust is foul, check the messages down. How old are we now? You probably hate me now like Nostradamus. I'm just keeping it real with you, honest. My silence forgive. I'm stressed today. I was shopping with my ex for lingerie. For my newfound love, that would be you. No shame in your name. I say what I want to.
Huh. That was that sanctioned by Destiny's Child, that remix?
They were in the video together.
Yeah. Wow, that's hard to believe. I guess you could do anything when you're Kobe, huh?
I mean,
you know what I mean? Right?
You do you, bro.
Has Oprah ever had a one-night stand?
Who the hell wants to know that information?
Well, I don't know.
I don't want to know.
Don't you?
No.
Oh, I've always wanted to know. Anyway, Oprah for O Magazine and Gail were doing a round of Never Have I Ever. Here's a series of those answers.
Never have I ever sexted with someone.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. You haven't sexted with
No, the hell no.
Really?
Are you kidding me?
No.
I'd be a fool. If she put her finger down on that, I would pass out on the floor right now.
Never have I ever had a one-night stand.
We both better put our fingers.
Yeah, Oprah hit it. Oprah's
Never have I ever skinny dipped.
I've never skinny dipped.
Not in your own pool at home?
No, and I got 3. Does a hot tub count as skinny dipping?
Yes. Never.
No, and I have 3. George Clooney said that he is surprised and saddened about a report that Nespresso is using child labor. This is big for George Clooney. Investigation by the British show Dispatch has uncovered the fact that children in 6 Guatemalan farms were working 6 days a week and transporting heavy loads. Clooney has said he's the brand ambassador and has been since 2006 and sits on the Sustainability Advisory Board. And he says, honestly, I was surprised and saddened to see this story. Clearly, this board and this company still have work to do, and that will be done. And he goes on to say about the reporter who broke the story that he hopes that he will continue to investigate these reports, and especially if they do not improve. Now, Nespresso has said that they have a zero tolerance of child labor, so they're saying now maybe they need to just visit these farms more often.
Yeah.
And this is for the beans. This isn't for the machines. Right. The machines, as far as everybody knows, are manufactured without the use of child labor.
Gotcha.
But it's for the beans in Guatemala, and then also then you're dealing with the pods that are just a disaster. The video for The Man, Taylor Swift directed entirely. The video dropped. Everybody's freaking out about it.
Hold on, let me hit refresh because I just watched the video and I have questions.
Yes.
It is currently at 462,000 views.
Right. So there's a lot of sort of clues and Easter eggs and everything else in the video. First off, so the tease poster picture for the video that was released yesterday, everybody was saying looked like the hallway, the famous white arched hallway in Kim and Kanye's house.
Yeah.
Okay, so it started with that. During the tennis match in the music video, the chair umpire is Taylor's dad, Scott Swift.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
we know that Taylor loves the number 13, and when she goes down to the subway station, it's the 13th Street station.
Yes.
Around the station, you see there's a sign on the wall, and it's a sign for no scooters allowed. Right?
What's up, Scooter Braun? See this?
What's up, man? You see this? And then there's a voice at the end. So at the end of the video, we hear the man speak to Taylor Swift, who's the director. And the voice of the man may sound familiar.
I think I know because I just watched the video.
Yes.
And I was like, hold on, I know that voice really well.
Yes.
Listen to this.
Hey, just checking. Was that last take more what you had in mind?
Pretty good. Could you try to be sexier? Maybe more likable this time?
Okay. No problem.
Right.
Okay.
Now, I know who it is because as much as I love him, as a dramatic actor, he's not very good.
Is that the voice of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
Yes.
I knew it!
Yeah.
Not very good, you're right.
Yeah.
But I know that voice when I hear it. I know that voice.
So everybody's freaking out over that. So there you go. That is the video for the man. Courtney Cox, very excited about the HBO Max Friends reunion. She was doing hiking with Kevin Nealon? Is that the thing? Where she talked about it openly for the first time.
So the exciting thing is that we're going to all get together for the first time in a room and actually talk about the show. And it's going to be on HBO Max.
That's great.
And I'm so excited.
That'll be
We're going to
great.
have the best time. That's going to be great. But we really haven't all done that and actually sat there and talked about and reminisced about this incredible experience that we had.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be fantastic.
So there you go. I know they made a lot of money, but it's not the reunion that people want. Like people want an episode or a movie or something like that, but it's going to be them just sitting on a couch, just talking about their experience on the show. So whatever.
And now it's time for Ask Roz and Mocha.
We got to go back one podcast ago, Roz, before we get to all these questions for Ask Roz and Mocha.
Okay.
There was a question on episode 141 from Vincent that asked, if the Roz, the Mocha, and the Maurie were sandwiches, what kind of sandwiches would they be?
Oh, stupid question. What did we decide on? I don't remember.
I was a veal parm sandwich.
Yes.
You were like,
I know, like almost
pesto on like
chicken, bacon, provolone,
on a baguette.
Roasted on a baguette. Yes.
So we all
yes,
decided
yes,
that Mocha
yes.
was the veal parm because he's crusty on the outside.
Oh, is that what we decided
Yeah, it
on?
was
I remember you made this whole thing very difficult.
No, you
You
did.
wouldn't play along.
No, it wasn't a matter of not playing along. It's just you got to pick your
What
sandwich.
did-
Mocha got to pick his
What
sandwich.
was decided as far as what was your sandwich? What if
White
you,
bread.
Maury, were a sandwich? What would-
Say it properly.
White bread?
No, plain white bread.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's
No,
like saying,
no,
it's like saying Jewish
that
rabbi.
matters. No, that matters.
Plain white bread.
Yeah.
Plain white bread.
Yeah.
Cheese, hot dog, and gelato. Because you said it's the things I hide from my husband.
Oh, also shame.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know where to buy that.
Okay.
And we can't buy
Pull it out of your
shame.
pocket,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Also, is there an Instagram model on that sandwich or no? You don't, because I also hide that from your husband.
All right. So
Should I make the
So
sandwich?
we actually have
You
all
should
the
have brought the whole
ingredients.
loaf in for all the debt you're going to have to put in there.
Okay, but Roz,
What?
I brought in 3 hot dogs and I cut them all different because I didn't know which was the best way to put them into a
I
sandwich.
don't care.
Oh, I was trying to involve you.
Oh, involve me in this.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'll
So
just-
what's your plan? So what are you going to do first here?
I'm putting the little circles of hot dog.
Okay.
Why'd you cut them like that? That looks weird.
Super
Or
weird.
do you want the long ones?
Put both on.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's so excited. He's like, wow, so many hot dogs.
I'm like, all right.
Okay.
Now I have cheese singles.
No, the ice cream goes on first.
Oh, on the
gelato?
other side?
Yes.
Okay.
The gelato. No, the gelato goes on the hot dogs, and then the.
Gross.
What kind of gelato is that?
This is.
Oh God, it's spilling everywhere,
Oh,
man.
no. It's dripping out. It's dripping out.
Okay, so let's put all this back into the container.
So what kind of gelato is that you got?
Vanilla, because I thought it was the most plain.
I thought I always thought gelato was like fruity flavors. Am I wrong
No,
about
that's
that?
sorbet.
Oh, what's the difference?
No, you can get like different flavors of gelato.
Yeah, and then the cheese. Don't forget the cheese more.
Yeah, dog, that looks just like you.
2 pieces, please.
Look at this.
I love cheese singles.
Yeah, they're good. It's the only cheese that should be on a burger.
Do you ever
by
wrap
the
them
way.
around your finger and eat it?
No. I only use that cheese for burgers. I don't use it for anything else. Well, except for grilled cheese, but I don't make a whole lot
You
of
don't
grilled
just eat it
cheese
on its
anymore.
own?
No, I used to, but I'm not 5.
Oh my God. That.
Okay, so this is so Maury is, there's no cutting the sandwich, so you're just going to go ahead and have a big giant bite of that. So again, this is mocha.
Don't take too long. It's melting.
The Maurie sandwich.
And it is plain white bread, hot dog, gelato, and cheese slices. Okay, go for it. Make sure you get a little bit of everything in there, Maury.
How is it?
This is fantastic.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, okay.
You don't taste anything other than the gelato.
Really? You don't taste hot dog?
No.
You can't taste hot dog?
No.
Really?
No.
Because you opened that container and I got hot dog in the face. Like that's all I tasted.
Oh, but okay, now I'm tasting hot dog and it's fine. It tastes like hot dog. This may be the best sandwich ever invented.
Yeah, okay.
But is gelato sweet?
Very.
Yeah,
Well, it's like vanilla beans. So.
Yeah. So you're having vanilla hot dogs right now with cheese.
Oh, God. Yo, Maury ate half that sandwich already. You love it, huh?
I'm really going to eat the whole sandwich.
Yeah, I would put that down now then.
Why?
Okay,
Save some for later.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, listen, that's a masterpiece. More.
Don't be
okay?
too greedy.
Yeah.
Can I have one more bite?
Yeah, sure. You should make that for Matthew tonight. Oh.
No, believe me, this is all stuff that Maury's been hiding in the house. Like
It's all at home, all the time.
Matthew doesn't know that you have cheese slices and hot dogs in the house.
No.
No.
This is so good.
What kind of hot dogs are those? What do you buy? Just like cheap ones or are they good ones?
It says all meat.
But what kind though? Like,
I think it's pork.
yeah? No, I mean,
Mixed with?
Yeah, no. Like what kind? What brand of hot dog do you? Like, there's a shard of hot dog sticking out of that sandwich. Like, oh, it's so gross. It smells so bad in here right now. And I love hot dogs. But I think that I'm smelling it out of Maury. Like, I don't think I'm smelling the sandwich. I think I'm smelling Maury's mouth right now. I was reading something yesterday where they said you have to chew your food almost to the point of liquid before you eat it.
You know, I heard that before too.
Yeah, I
can't do that.
chew that
I can't.
much.
No, I can't do that at all. I find it ruins the.
Thank you.
It ruins the food for me.
Because
then I'm not concentrating on enjoying the meal. I'm concentrating on chewing it to the point where it's almost liquid, like
Yeah.
you said. And then I'm just not enjoying the flavor.
And all the flavor's gone at that point because you're
Completely.
swallowing flavor, but you're still,
Yeah.
but you're liquefying. No, it's not good. I don't do that either.
Anyway, how
okay,
was
more
that?
enough with the food, please.
You good?
Yeah.
Don't have me make something and then look disgusted when I eat it.
I didn't have you make anything.
We're done.
Okay, thank you. The sound of Maury eating, I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I want no harm to come upon Maury ever in his life. I want him to live a long, happy, healthy life full of love, everything else. But man, I want to murder you when I hear you eat.
You know what I mean? You know what? That's going to be the name of the Netflix documentary. I want to murder you when I hear you eat.
You know how some people just have that one thing, right? Like some people just have that one thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is with Maury. I can tolerate anything. I'm a very tolerant person, but listening to Maury eat is just, I don't know, for some reason sets me off.
Wet nap?
You brought wet naps? Do you just have those lying around the house?
I found a Ziploc full of them from like when we ordered chicken wings.
Oh, why do you have so many? Oh, God. You know what kind of chemicals are on those things? What's on that? You just put that in your mouth. Like you rub the inside of your lip with a wet nap, man. Like, geez, like you can't do that, dude. So gross. So gross.
Yo, Mrs. Z.
Hi.
How you doing? It's Razamoka.
Good. How are you?
Good. So what is your question for Ask Razamoka?
All right. When making Italian, do you put oil in the water when cooking the spaghetti or salt only? Ramsey says yes. Lydia says no.
Ooh, good question. Lydia Bastianich.
So I used to, just because I think that that's just the way that you see people do it. Like I would see my mom do a little bit of oil in the water, everything else. And then I realized years later that oil in the water is an absolute no-no. Because
I agree.
Because I don't like, and so this is the process that I grew up cooking pasta, the way that my mom would cook pasta, right? Is is that you would put the pasta in the water.
Yes.
You put some salt in and a little oil.
Same.
Then when the pasta was done, you would take it out and strain it and then rinse it
Yes.
underwater and then put it
Same.
back in the pot. And then that's how we all grew up cooking pasta.
Yeah.
And none of us realized how wrong our mothers were. And I don't know in what Good Housekeeping or Chatelaine article years ago from the early 70s that all our moms learned how to cook pasta the absolute wrong way to cook pasta. But they all did. And that's just what they taught us.
That
and
is
that's
the exact way we used to do it in our house.
Yeah, and then what you realize is years later that there's fundamental things that will make your pasta so much better. One is just putting pasta in water with just some salt, and then before your pasta is done, take I use just a coffee mug, and I just dip the coffee mug in the pot and pull out 3 cups of that salty, good, starchy water, and I put it on the counter. And then I strain the pasta, but do not rinse the pasta because my mom was always like, you got to get the starch off it. Like it just clean, like you got to get the starch off it. But that's what makes the sauce stick to pasta.
Yeah.
Is when you do not rinse it. You want it sticky. So when you put the sauce on it, the sauce sticks to the pasta. And then when I mix in the sauce, I always take a little bit of that water that I took out of the pot and pour it in with it and mix all that up. And that's what sort of makes it delicious.
So
right?
we do similar.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until when Lydia was here on the Roz and Mocha show and said to not add oil.
Yeah.
That we stopped adding oil because I was like, yo, Lydia's the pro.
Yeah.
She said stop using oil, so we stopped using oil.
Yeah.
And same thing where we set aside a little bit of the water, we strain it, don't rinse it, and then mix a little bit of the water with the sauce. What do you do, Mrs. Z?
I use salt only, and I think it's all about even cooking temperature. If you let that pasta hit the bottom of the pot, you've ruined it.
Yeah. I want one of those things. I want one of those pasta containers that goes inside the pot that you cook it in.
The container?
Yeah, it's like so if you have a deep pot, you get this long, thin, sort of perforated container that you put your pasta in that, and it sort of hangs on the side of the pot. It's what restaurants use, right? So in one pot, so you what happens is so you don't have to get rid of the water.
Right.
Then you just lift out this thing out of the big giant pot, and then you strain that.
Right.
Yeah.
So restaurants keep using the same water.
The same
and put more
water.
pasta in.
Yeah.
What do you guys do at home? Or what does Matthew do? Sorry.
We use oil in the pasta.
You do, yeah.
And salt, drain all the water, rinse the pasta.
Yeah.
We do everything wrong because Matthew refuses to change. He says that the oil makes it so it doesn't stick. We rinse the pasta after so that it stops it from cooking, so it doesn't, get more, I guess, cooked.
Right.
And then he puts the butter in and everything else.
Right. What kind of butter? Like
Ruined.
What kind of ruined.
Mrs. Z is there shaking her head.
Ruined. I agree. The pasta that I've been cooking lately is I will just take a package of sausage, cook the sausage, but not like overly brown it, but cook the sausage, make sure it's all the way cooked. And then one by one, I just lift the sausages up in the pan and I take scissors and I cut the sausages into little tiny pieces, right? And then I just take a small can of tomatoes, like diced tomatoes, throw that in, and then I let that simmer for like 40 minutes with just those tomatoes in the Italian sausage mix, and I just do that, and then I'll just throw that right on penne, and it's bloody delicious. Like it's literally just sausages and a couple and one can of tomatoes, and it's delicious.
Is it the same? Like, do you use one pair? Do you have kitchen scissors, or is it like Roxy's arts and crafts scissors?
Honestly, scissors. Once you get to a certain point, scissors in the house are interchangeable. Scissors always come into the house with a specific purpose. After 1 month of living in the house, it's a free for all.
Totally.
Like I will use I've cut sausage with scissors, and those scissors still have like dry rock hard glue from Roxy's Crafts on it. Yeah.
Same in our house. The scissors that we use to cut open, a bag of whatever for food is the same scissors I use to slice open Amazon boxes, and the same scissors I will use or my wife will use to trim the hair around the dog's feet.
Yeah, and the same scissors that I use to shorten one of Roxy's t-shirts because it was too long.
Yeah, or trim your chest hair.
Yeah, it's all the same. It's all the same thing. But no, that's a really good question because I don't know how that all started with that process of cooking pasta that way. But at some point it happened, and everybody's mom listened.
Yeah,
and that's what was passed on to all
generation
of us.
Down,
Yeah.
generation down,
Yeah.
generation down.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks, Mrs. Z.
Thank you very much. Love you guys.
Right
Love
on,
you too. Take care. David asks, has anyone ever seen your significant others in public and talked to them about you? I'm only asking because my wife stopped me from talking to Damnit Maurie.
Matthew.
Sorry, Damnit Matthew.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it's happened a couple of times when Jenna was like at the grocery store where she would run into, or people who listen to the show will approach her and be like, oh, hey, are you Jenna, like Mocha's wife from Roz and Mocha? That's happened a couple of times.
Oh, it happens to Catherine daily.
Yeah?
Daily.
Yeah.
Because she's a photographer, so she is sort of in that world, right? Of where everywhere she goes, people know that she's Catherine. Right? Like everywhere that she goes, the people know that she's Catherine. And then so many of them are just fans of this show. So Catherine has told the same stories about us in the show for years. Because people just want to know the same stuff, right? And she's happy to talk. Clients that she has, people that she's shooting, all fans of this show.
Wow.
Yeah, it happens to her daily. Daily it happens to her.
Dan Maury?
Oh, people stop Matthew all the time. In fact, Matthew works in public relations, so there are times where he's with celebrities and stuff.
Right.
And if he's working a red carpet or something and the fans that are waiting for the celebrity will yell out to Matthew, and he finds it quite embarrassing because then he has to explain to the celebrity he's with why they're calling for him.
Right.
And also why he doesn't listen to the show.
Yeah. Who was I with? I saw Matthew last 2 weeks ago.
Jan Arden.
Jan Arden. Yeah, I would go interview Jan Arden for the TV show. And Jan Arden does a lot of talking about this show.
Really?
Not necessarily the specifics of this show, but just sort of like my routine of like the whole waking up early and having to be on and funny and all that stuff. So yeah, it's interesting. But so Matthew is Jan Arden's publicist, and I was with Jan Arden talking about it was a whole weird circle, right? It was a wild circle. But Matthew always looks so like when he sees me coming, he always like has this thing of where he thinks that I'm going to super embarrass him about something, right? Like he
gets worried.
Crazy, yeah. Because the thing is that Matthew has to be on his best behavior in those situations because he's the publicist. He's the front line to all of those clients. Where when
completely.
Where when I walk into those situations, I don't give an F about anything because nobody's going to tell me to leave or be quiet or anything else. And so I see Matthew, and Matthew's always like, oh my God, don't do it. Right? And I'm always very nice to him. I never say anything.
I'm not allowed to like hug him. I'm not allowed to be all husbandy when we're at the same events together because he's trying to be very professional.
I agree with that, though. I agree with that. I agree with if somebody is working and your significant other is there, that is not the time to be, you're not their husband at that point. You're there to support whatever they're doing and all this other stuff, but there's no, like if I see Catherine working, like I won't walk in and give her a kiss.
Right.
Like I had to interview somebody in Matthew's office.
Right.
And he messaged me going, do not ask for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Like I won't give Catherine a kiss if she's on set somewhere and I'm there or whatever else is going on. Yeah. I don't do it. And it's also I don't like when people refer to somebody as what she does, but also like my partner. Right. I like it when it's either one or the other. Given the circumstances, right?
That makes sense.
Because it just sort of qualifies too much. It qualifies like why they're there, or it bothers me, and I don't know why it bothers me. But if somebody says, "Is Catherine, she's a great photographer, also Roz's partner," I'm always like, you leave that part out, or just say it's Roz's partner.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Don't because it sort of it takes away a little bit from the first thing. I don't know. And of course, Mocha could never make out with Jenna when she worked here because she worked in HR.
Right. Yeah, we had to keep that a secret, bro. We kept it a secret for, I think, 6 months before we had to tell.
Yeah.
Because at the point where we had to tell people here, she had already moved in.
I know.
Did people wonder why you're having so many HR meetings?
No,
but that's the thing, though. No, we kept it quiet. I never went up there.
Oh, I didn't know if you went to her office and closed the door and pretended to be
man, we were at an event, like this is shortly after she moved in. We were at an event, like a company thing. And like the VP at the time who was working here, he called me over because he was sitting at the table with Jenna and like a bunch of the other girls that work in HR. And he was like, hey, Mocha, have you met so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so? So I had to go around and like shake all their hands, everyone from HR, right? And Jenna was one of them. And I'm like, I'll see you in like an hour and a half at home.
Her hand just happened to smell like you.
Sarah asks, Roz.
Yes.
Have there been times where you've reconsidered driving into work with Damnit Maurie because of his driving?
Daily. I thought about this the other day.
Talk about this morning when we couldn't almost make it through the snow.
No, because, Maurie, and he's like, I don't know. Listen, I can't, it's so frustrating to me. But then I do the math, right? And I'm like, do I want to drive in every day? Because if I drive in here, then I got to drive up to ET Canada, and then I got to drive myself home. And my life is built so that hour plus that I'm in a car for a day, minus the time in the morning with Maury, I use that time, right? Like that's work time for me. It's time to finish up on things. So when I do eventually get home, I don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
And so if I started driving, I would probably have about an hour of work to do when I got home, which would then mean that my day finally finished at 7:30 p.m. as opposed to 6:30 p.m. So do I consider it a daily, like daily? I'll go home and Catherine will say, I put it this way. I'm afraid to say things on the radio about how bad Maury's driving is because I know Catherine's going to hear it. And then Catherine, I go home and she's like, you can't do that anymore because she's afraid for my safety. Right? Ruin the family and such.
Don't ruin the man's family, Maury.
Yeah.
Pay attention on the roads. Z Chan Mo asks, if you had to make small talk with someone, what is your go-to conversation topic?
Oof.
Damn, Maury?
Oh, it's always you talk about what they're wearing.
What they're wearing?
Oh, wow, that is a really, really nice sweater.
Right.
Or
you're terrible at small talk.
No, I am. But you asked what my go-to is. It doesn't say, are you great
No,
at it?
you know
Just
what
is
you do? You know what I
go-to.
noticed Maury does a lot, especially with dudes?
Yeah.
Is that Maury will awkwardly flirt.
Yes.
Yeah, but it makes them
very
feel special.
awkward.
Yeah.
Whether I believe you're good looking or not, if I still do it, it makes you
the
feel
room uncomfortable.
But your version of small talk, Maury, is if somebody comes in, we're like, hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? Where are you from? Oh, yeah, Vancouver, everything. And Maury comes in and goes, oh, you're tall.
Legit.
Right?
That happened earlier this week.
But you know what I mean? So like,
oh, look at you.
But I was told once it's because
you work here now? What?
People say like, oh, only Maury can get away with that. So
No,
I'm like,
but-
you say that.
Yeah,
No,
nobody
says
has
that.
ever said.
Nobody says that.
You're the only
Nobody
one that
says
ever says, "Oh, it's just Maury. Maury can get away with that."
But I
You're
will
the
say,
only person.
I will say this more. I would tone that down independently before somebody asks you to tone that down. I think we're nearing the point where when somebody, especially who works here or something like that, when they walk in and you make a comment like that, it's only a matter of time before somebody tells you to not do that anymore.
You see, and this is why I say that's a nice sweater. And
Right.
leave it at that.
Yeah, but you don't say that. You don't say that's a nice
It's
sweater.
the way you say. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, look at you. Look at that sweater. It fits you well.
Yeah, right.
What's wrong with
Yeah,
that?
No. But you don't.
See?
You don't. I know, but you don't. You don't say that. It's like somebody will say something and you'll be like, oh, the voice, right? Like while they. Or no, you know what happened? There was another time somebody came in. I don't remember who it was, but they were like pretty high up in the company, and they came in and they introduced themselves to us. And I'm like, hey, how's it going? Mocha's like, hey, how's it going? And Maury's like, oh, big hands. Right? Like you can't say that.
And in his mind, he's like, yeah, small talk.
Right. Yes. Yeah. I rule at small talk. No, to me, like if I'm at the grocery store, I'll always be like, because it's a 24-hour joint. So I'll always be like, are you just starting or are you just finishing? Like what part of your day are you in? Where am I catching you right now? And I always find that is for that moment that I'm having that sort of small talk. It makes it about them, and it gives them something to talk about, whether they're always like, oh, God, I got 15 minutes left. And then I'm like, oh, so what are you doing with the rest of your day?
Yeah.
Or they're like, oh, my God, I just started. And I'm like, what did you get up to last night? Right? Like that kind of thing. Like it just sort of opens the door to let them talk about themselves. Like I love small talk with strangers. I don't like small talk with people that I generally know or is like a partner of somebody, like somebody's boyfriend.
Because that's
girlfriend.
awkward. That's really awkward.
That's why you talk about the sweater.
It does nothing for me, right? Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
You just starting or finishing?
Okay. Alan wants Roz and I to ask Damnit Maurie to explain how earthquakes happen.
Oh, God.
Do you know how earthquakes happen, Maury?
I mean, does anybody really?
Yes, a lot. A lot of people, actually.
Yeah, I assume it's because...
Big hands.
It has something to do with the
Hot
roots
voice.
of trees.
Huh?
It has something to do with the roots of the trees,
Uh-huh.
okay?
Yeah.
Because there's so many trees on Earth that when the roots are intertwined with each other, sometimes when I don't know whether it's the water or something, they try and separate, the roots are trying to separate from each other, that there causes the earthquake.
Right, but explain, so where does an earthquake start, though? How deep?
I guess it's just below the earth where the roots of the trees are.
Okay.
Okay.
And they're trying to separate, and it's
So a
like
couple feet.
boom.
What about...
And when they do separate, that's what causes the shaking. It's like boing.
Okay, cool. What about when you see an earthquake that is in more of an urban area, like where there is no...
But somewhere there is a tree, and this is the
trees?
trigger effect of the boinging of the roots.
So is there a solution then to this?
Less trees.
Less trees is the solution.
So get rid of all the trees?
Yeah, so Maury's solution to help save people is to start chopping down all the trees.
Wow.
Right?
Save the earth, kill the trees.
Wait, what about earthquakes that happen like in the ocean?
Yeah.
Like that originate from the ocean
Are
floor?
there not trees on the beach?
Right. True. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Mocha, you dumbass.
Sorry. Stupid me.
Great ass.
Margie Lagiston asks, since Mocha has a golden retriever and Maury is getting a puppy, if Roz got a dog, what kind of a dog would he want, even though he's a cat lover?
I do love dogs too, though. I really do. I don't have the life for a dog right now.
Yeah. What kind of dog did you guys have
We had
growing up?
Bouviers when I was growing up. So they're
Those are
big.
big, right?
They're big and they look like bears.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like 100 pounds plus. No, they don't.
Oh, they don't
No,
shed.
no. No, so I like a big dog. I do like a big dog, but I don't like I'm very particular with dogs when it comes to the kind of hair.
Oh.
Like I don't like a dog that feels like a dog, like has that dog hair, right? Like I don't like Jack Russells. And I don't like.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that sort of dog hair
Short,
thing.
sometimes coarse.
Yeah, it's not for me.
You
right,
want a
at
dog where you
all.
could run your hands through their hair.
No, even a short-haired dog, but I just like it to be soft as opposed to dog hair, right?
Yo,
like
our dog Tig,
Yeah.
his hair, first of all, he doesn't stink at
Right.
all.
That's good.
And his hair it's almost like we use conditioner on him
Oh,
every
beautiful.
single day.
Beautiful.
It is the softest dog hair I've ever felt in my entire
What
life.
shampoo do you use? Because we're going to try and use the Burt's Bees dog shampoo. That's what I found.
Is there? Yeah.
There is.
Yeah, you know what? I think we've used that. I can't remember the other brand names that we have, but we've used different combination of all natural shampoos.
And what toothpaste? Because we're going to use. We got toothpaste, beef toothpaste.
Yeah. Well, next week on the show, Maury. Will it hurt you if you use?
No, I can't imagine it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, no, same with us. We can't imagine either.
Right? Yeah. But human. It's fine for human consumption, though, right?
I assume all stuff for dogs would be also okay for humans. I assume.
Okay. What else?
Cool.
What else did you get for your dog that you can bring in next week?
Oh, apparently he eats mushed up dog food with pumpkin puree.
Okay. No, let's just stick to the beef toothpaste then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you getting toothpaste for your dog who's only a puppy and those teeth are going to fall out?
I didn't know that until you just said it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you not know? Like at some point in the
teeth
condo.
the teeth came through, but I'm guessing those are the baby teeth.
Yes. Because it's a baby.
I guess for the same reason why some parents buy a tricycle before their kid is born.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
But then that's just taking up so much space.
I know. I
you don't
agree
need
with
that
you.
too. We only our dog Tig is 7, right?
Yeah.
And we only just started brushing his teeth because he was getting like a dark spot on one of his teeth. He's got
really?
beautiful white teeth.
Yeah.
And it's only now that I'm telling you right now.
Well, I didn't know until you just told me. I thought I need to start brushing his teeth tomorrow.
You are going to show up at the condo one day for a little while, and there's just going to be, you're going to come across like small little doggy baby teeth on
Do you
the floor.
keep them?
You can, I guess.
Yeah, I just make a necklace out of it.
Yeah,
Done.
you can. What are you going to do when you come home and he's eating the couch?
Not my problem.
What do you mean not your problem?
though.
Well, this is why I told Matthew, because he wants a new couch. That's why I said don't get the new couch until after he's older, because he wanted to get the couch before the dog. I'm like, well, that's an idiot thing to say.
Smart thing to do.
Yeah, I had that same thing with a kid because we needed a new couch. I'm like, I'm not getting a couch with a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna wait till she's 4 or 5, and we got a new couch when Roxy's. We've had it for about 5 years now, but even now, this couch we got to get a new one because like Oh, Roxy's like, she's got junk all over her hands. And then Catherine sits on the couch and she puts cream on her feet and then puts her feet on the couch. Like there's like where I sit on the couch, I swear to God, it's perfect. It looks brand new. Where those two savages sit on the couch?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a disaster.
So you have like your own, that's so cool because I guess everybody does. You have your own spot on the couch. Nobody's to sit in that.
Well, first of all, Maury, just so you know, the entire couch is my spot, right? I just choose to sit on the end where the chaise part is on the couch. Okay,
fair, yeah.
The rest of it is also my couch. Okay,
so you allow them.
I'm just saying, I don't allow that. Okay, but like their half is like Catherine with the oils on the feet, and then we have this thing at home that grinds your feet down. Right, it's like a stone, but it spins real fast.
Oh yeah.
And you take off all your
like
callus with it, the dead skin with it. These two savages just sit on the couch and let that stuff fall onto the cushion.
Oh, that's
right,
so nasty.
and then sweep it off with their hand afterwards
on the floor.
Right?
Oh, that's so gross.
And then what? The cats eat it up?
No, it's just dust at that point, right?
Oh God, that's
Yeah,
so
I was sitting at the table the other day and I had no socks on. I had my legs crossed. And I was sitting sideways, and Roxy went to the bathroom and grabbed that thing and then sat on the floor on the tile and just started going at my feet. And I was on the computer and I didn't even realize anything. And then so she
because the bottom of your feet are that rock hard that you can't feel anything?
No, I just didn't like I knew she was doing it, but I didn't I wasn't paying attention because it feels nice, right? Have you ever had it done?
No.
You would not be able to handle it.
I'm way too ticklish.
Yeah.
I went once for what do you call it? Pedicure with Jenna once.
Yeah.
And the girls working there must have thought I was an idiot because they were trying to like scrub my feet and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, we have to stop because I was just laughing so hard.
This machine feels
I can't do it.
so
Can we try it,
good.
Mocha?
I'm not bringing it in. You
Like
have
if
to get
I'll
one.
find one.
Yeah, but this machine feels so good. So anyway, so I have my legs crossed and Roxy's just going at my feet, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not paying attention to what's happening. And then she finishes and she goes, "How was that?" And I'm like, "Great." And then she goes, "I did it, so you get to clean up." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And then I looked at the floor and it looked like it snowed. Like it looked like we had been baking and somebody dropped like a dish with flour on it and it hit the ground and then I picked it up and this is what was left over.
So you had to clean up your own feet.
I had to clean up my own foot skin. Yeah.
God, this is so gross.
It was but it felt so good.
So gross. I'll tell
feels
you
so good.
2 reasons why I don't need that thing. Number one.
Oh, I'm going to find one.
No. Number one is because I'm way too ticklish. I wouldn't be able to handle it.
That's why.
Yeah.
No. Number 2, I don't need it because my feet, the bottom of my feet, are the softest you've ever
It's
felt.
not the bottom. It's not the bottom.
Even the
It's-
heel.
No. I guarantee you.
No, I promise
guarantee
you.
It's the back of the heel here, right?
Yeah.
It's the back of the heel here.
I don't have
it's
that.
It's the ring around the bottom of the heel.
Nope.
It's underneath your big toe muscle.
Nope.
It's on the top of your foot by your baby.
Nope.
By your baby toe. Guarantee you. I would fill a cup full of snow if I did that
so
to your
gross.
foot.
No,
Can I ask?
My feet are,
Guaranteed.
bro. I have been lotioning my feet for years, right?
But it's
and I
not-
wear socks all the time.
But if you don't take it off, it's just what you have on your feet, guaranteed. I can guarantee you this. What you have are very well lubricated calluses because you lotion them up.
I don't have calluses.
Can I ask a slightly racist question?
Excuse me.
May I?
Slightly.
Slightly?
Define slightly racist.
Because like it's a legit question, but it may come across as racist.
So a racist question.
Yeah.
But like I'm really interested
Okay.
in the answer.
Okay.
No, you know what? Maybe you should just, instead of putting it like out there on a public forum like this, just Google it on your own phone.
Well, no, I don't want to.
No, apparently you want to know.
Mocha's feet are brown.
Right.
If you go with
surprise.
The rest of my body's brown too, by the way. FYI.
If you go to his feet with this machine, will the flakes be white or brown?
They would be what? Dead skin is dead skin, right?
Okay.
Like yeah.
Okay.
Dead skin is dead skin, like callus or callus.
I
everything.
legit wanted to know. Maybe it's not racist.
Right. Well, it would have been fine. I mean, okay. If he bites the end of his fingernail off, what color's that?
Well, that's a white fingernail. All fingernails, I guess, are the same.
Okay.
But like it's his. Okay.
Right. Yeah, man. There's days.
Look at you.
There's times where I'm like, you know what? Frank did a real good job as a single dad raising you. And then you'll say something every now and then, and I'm like, that's the night he should have stayed home and taught you not to say like that. You know what I mean?
Every week on Instagram, you'll
since we're talking
see
about feet,
what?
ask Megan's question. Since we're talking about feet, I have an answer for Megan.
Oh, now that Maurie and Matthew are getting a dog, will the dog be allowed to have bare feet on the floor? Unlike Maurie, who will also have to wear socks. Because he always has to wear socks.
We have 4, I want to say, pairs of socks for the dog. Because Matthew said the dog will have to wear socks in the house.
Oh,
In the house?
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I'm assuming there are 4 socks in each package, but I don't know if you still call it a pair.
Do you think the dog is just going to come in and be like, okay, cool, so this is where I live. Like, I'm just going to stay over here and you guys just let me know when you need me to be cute.
That's what
like,
we're
you
hoping.
think that that's what's going to happen?
Like, he'll just sort of, okay, there's your bed, go.
I feel so bad for this dog.
Dude.
I feel so bad.
Dude, he's going to, like, you just wait until you get home and you're like, what is that? And the dog will have chewed through, like, your kitchen cabinets on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But that's out of boredom. So I found this thing that you suction cup to the floor that has a bowl on it.
Is it the same thing that you suction cup to the wall when Matthew's not home?
Every week on Instagram, you'll see a picture of Reese ask Ross and Mocha. That's when you ask your question.
It's like
best answer for the next episode.
It's like the wobbly sausage video. Did you ever see that video? With the kid?
I was searching anything like a wobbly sausage on a work computer,
Okay,
bro.
hold on. Hold on here. Here, this is a great video. Here, come here, watch. This is the kid is, I guess, playing around in his parents' room, right? And then the dad's filming it. And then so this is the kid. Look, watch.
Yo. Oh my god.
Give me that back now. Give it now. Mom, please stop.
Oh my god. Dude, that thing is huge.
It's good. Please.
Oh my god.
So that's why you don't hide those in your top drawer when you have children. But that was so big. You'd have to hide that in the eaves trough outside if you didn't want anybody to find it.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Powered by Air Transat. Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.